Move over memorization. Science assessment is getting an upgrade. Let's discover how science assessments can support real learning, not just right answers. If you've been working with NGSS aligned materials or have heard about a framework for K-12 science education, you've probably come across the term three-dimensional assessment or 3D assessment. But what does that really mean? And how is it different from the kinds of science tests many of us remember from school? Let's start with traditional science assessments. These often focus on memorizing facts and repeating them back, choosing the correct definition in a multiple choice question, or listing the steps of a process like the water cycle. Those types of assessments usually measured knowledge in isolation. They didn't always reflect how science is actually practiced in the real world. 3D assessment, on the other hand, is a major shift. Instead of asking students what they know, it focuses on how they use that knowledge to make sense of phenomena around them. It's grounded in the idea that learning science means doing science, participating in the actual practices of the discipline. So, what makes it three-dimensional? In a 3D assessment, students are engaged with the science and engineering practices, things like investigating, modeling, and constructing explanations. They're focused on the disciplinary core ideas, right? Those big, important content ideas in science. They're also looking at the cross-cutting concepts, themes like patterns, cause and effect, or systems that connect ideas across different areas of science. A strong 3D assessment weaves all three dimensions into one single task. For example, instead of asking students to simply define erosion, we might show them a photo of a washed out trail and ask them to explain what's happening. We'd expect them to use evidence, perhaps create a model, and apply key science ideas to support their explanation. And here's the key. 3D assessments aren't just for the end of the unit. Many of them are formative, used during instruction to help teachers get a clearer picture of student thinking. That could mean a notebook entry, a quick class discussion, or a short written explanation. These checkpoints help guide teaching in real time. Now, I'll be honest with you, designing 3D assessments takes intention and support. It's not just about checking for the right or wrong answers. It's about digging into how students are reasoning, modeling, and applying science ideas in context. But the payoff is totally worth it. When done well, 3D assessment helps students demonstrate what they really know. It gives teachers the insight they need to adjust instruction and support deeper learning. So if you're using or even just exploring NGSS-aligned materials, I encourage you to think of assessment as more than just a test. It is a tool for teaching, one that helps students build lasting understanding and begin to see themselves as scientists. Thanks for tuning in to Science Solutions. If you found it useful, share it with a colleague and subscribe to get notified when our next episode comes out. Sign up to receive Science Solutions in your inbox to access resources, reflection questions, and actionable insights. Until next time, keep inspiring your students and making shift happen. You've got this.